Hey folks, it's Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, founder of the Gutsy Women Club, full-time RVer, traveling the country with my cats. I've got two of them here. Maybe one will make an appearance. Here comes Dolly. So this is Dolly, who is, hi Dolly, sweet Dolly. Dolly is about 14, and that is Coco, who is 3.5. Hey, please subscribe below if you already subscribed. Thanks, I really appreciate it. So, hey, hit that subscribe button. Today, and good timing here, as I've got my cats here, I'm going to talk about pet insurance and pet care, the costs of pet care. This has been a pretty difficult week for me. I have had a third cat, Ginger. She is no longer with us, so I lost her on Monday. Friday, those of you who have been following my journey know that she has been dealing with autoimmune hemolytic anemia, unknown cause, since March. And so she's been on prednisolone. I have taken her in to see vets throughout my travels. Friday took her in for more blood work, and the results were not good. The vet took an x-ray, showed enlarged spleen, possible other things going on. So I picked up on Saturday, left my RV park early, and came out to San Antonio, where they have emergency vets and specialist vets. So anyway, I took her into the emergency vet. They kept her one night. She saw an internal specialist, had an ultrasound on Monday morning, and she didn't make it. She had damaged organs, and so I had to make the decision to put her down. So it's been a very, very difficult week, and it's a good time, though, for us to talk about pets, pet care, money, pet insurance. Now, I preach the world of financial freedom and financial independence, saving and investing enough money, not just for emergencies, so that you can live the life that you want. So I'm going to tell you what, one of the biggest things for me was not having to be driven by health costs. I could make my decision regarding Ginger based on her well-being, her prognosis. Would she recover? How much discomfort and pain is she in? I didn't have to use that dollar figure in my calculations, and that's just a relief. That is just, to me, a huge perk of being financially independent, or at least financially free as I define it. I know a lot of people are not in that situation, or not in that situation yet. So what do? I mean, I sat in that emergency room for 6 hours on Saturday. I watched people come in and out with their dogs. I watched them go up, and they had bills of over $6,000. It's expensive. Something happens to your pet, and you do everything that you can to save it. Most of us do. So then the question is, how do you afford this? I don't have pet insurance for the cats. I do not ever plan on having pet insurance for the cats. Dogs are more expensive than cats. Pet insurance might be more practical for dogs, especially if they end up with a chronic condition. But let's talk a bit about how you can afford the pet care. Because it would, we all want to take care of these are our family members, so we all want to take care of them, I know. So the pet insurance, couple of things. It works very much like human insurance. So there are a lot of things to think about, deductibles and caps, limits on how much care, how much the premiums are. So there's a lot going into pet insurance. I saw a figure that the average premiums are $585 a year for a dog. It's less for cats, about $350 for a cat. but it varies so much. So purebreds are going to cost more. They tend to have more hereditary conditions. As your pet ages, those premiums are going to go up. Everyone suggests getting the insurance while the cat is young and healthy. If you try getting insurance for an older dog, especially older cat, a lot of companies don't cover older pets. If they do, the premiums are going to be pretty high, and they may not cover pre-existing conditions. Sounds like human insurance, doesn't it? So it's going to depend. The rates you're going to pay depend on the zip code you live in. Pet care just costs more expensive in different zip codes. Also, then you can choose different coverages. So is pet health insurance affordable, practical, smart for you? So let's say we have a dog and it's $600 a year. That's $50 a month that you're paying in for that pet's medical care, and you're still going to have that a deductible. So you're going to be doing that year in and year out, and you can't predict an emergency. You can't predict when it's going to come. Usually when the animal is older, there are more chronic issues and more problems. But can you open up a pet savings account? Use that as your insurance. So if you're expecting to pay premiums of $50 a month, $75 a month, whatever it is, that's a nice sum of money for you to tuck away in a designated pet savings account. If you don't use it and the pet passes on, lives to a long life, and you don't use it, that's great. You can recycle that and use it for a vacation. But you're not paying out for insurance every month that you may or may not use. I'll tell you what, for the cats, I would never get pet insurance for cats. They disguise their pain and discomfort incredibly well, and so by the time that you begin to detect that there's something wrong with them, it's often too late. I spent easily $1,800 with Ginger just over the course of the weekend, getting her the medical attention she needed. She I'd been taking her in every couple of weeks, every month, to a different vet to get blood work and an examination. That added up. And so I have spent thousands of dollars on her this year. I have had cats since 2004. This is the first cat that has incurred any sizable medical expense. So for me, for cats, it's just not worth it. Self-insure with that designated savings account. Treat it like, some people say, well, I'm not disciplined enough. Treat it as if it were you're paying a premium. Just have it automatically go into that account every month. When you need it, if you need it, it's there. And if it's not enough, hopefully you come up with the rest. But you don't want to be in a situation where your pet might need surgery, might have a very good prognosis, but you just can't afford it. And that, or, I've seen the $6,000, $10,000 bills going on the credit card, piling that up, trying to pay that off with the interest over a year, 2 years worth of time, maybe more. So self-insure, get yourself a pet account. If you have a dog especially, and that dog perhaps is more susceptible to chronic illnesses, it might be worth the pet insurance. But generally, most people will be better off if they just designate a pot of money and add to that every month, every couple of weeks, whatever your schedule is. You get a tax refund. That's a good time to set up an account. You get a bonus at work, you get something going on, set up that account. So it's my week here in San Antonio. I'll be back in December, but It's about to come to a close. I'm keeping a close eye on Coco, especially. Coco and Ginger were litter mates. Coco has never been without Ginger, and right now things are going okay. She's eating okay. The cats seem all right. Coco is my escape artist, so her intentions mostly are trying to get outside. Hopefully they'll be okay, and if you've got a pet, they are family. Take care of them. Get that pot of money going right now. Okay. Hey, hope you're doing well. Please subscribe, and until next Money Monday, Dr. Brenda, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.